Reports from Barcelona confirm that Ferrari has apparently solved the 2026 engine puzzle. The team has tuned their combustion chamber for the new regulations and is already producing major torque gains. We waited 4 years for this moment, and the first real-world answers finally arrived from the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. According to Crash, Formula One teams completed their first private shakedown of the 2026 cars between January 26th and January 30th. Despite the closed doors, details are emerging. This event served as a 5-day stress test for the biggest rule changes in the sport's history. We are discussing cars that are shorter, narrower, and 30 kilograms lighter, but the real story lies underneath the bodywork. The new power units split their output 50-50 between internal combustion and electric power. Engineers predicted cars would spin on straights or run out of battery halfway through a lap, but Barcelona showed a different reality. The mule cars and prototypes are gone. These are the actual challengers for the 2026 World Championship, and the pecking order looks nothing like 2025. While broadcast cameras were off, observers and telemetry data paint a chaotic picture of who nailed the regulations and who is in panic mode. From Mercedes' solid reliability to a technical surprise from Maranello involving a steel cylinder design, the 2026 grid looks different than we expected 96 hours ago. The most striking visual from Barcelona was how these cars physically changed shape in braking zones. We knew active aerodynamics were replacing the drag reduction system, but seeing it happen live is different. On the main straight, the front and rear wings flatten out almost completely in straight mode to slash drag. This lets cars hit top speeds rivaling the 2025 era, thanks to the upgraded electric motor. Then, the moment the driver brakes for turn 1, the entire aero package snaps back into corner mode with a synchronized movement. It looks less like a racing car and more like a fighter jet using air brakes. Drivers report the sensation is strange because grip levels change instantly rather than progressively. The risk here is mechanical failure, as a jammed actuator on a straight means losing all downforce. Yet, across the 5 days of running confirmed by The Independent, we saw no major aero failures, suggesting teams have bulletproofed these systems? The Z-mode and X-mode terminology is gone, replaced by these active states happening automatically every lap. While everyone watched the wings, the real changes happened inside the Ferrari combustion chamber. Leaks suggest the Scuderia introduced a new, high-compression architecture for their 2026 power unit. Although rumors of an oblong piston design circulated, FIA regulations mandate circular cylinders, meaning Ferrari likely found gains through combustion timing and synthetic fuel integration, rather than illegal geometry. If this technology holds together, Lewis Hamilton might sit in the fastest car on the grid for what Sport Bible confirms is his second season in red. The sound from the Ferrari garage was noticeably deeper and more rhythmic than the others, which could be a side effect of this firing sequence. To stay ahead of these tech leaks before the official Bahrain testing starts, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We track every development from the paddock. Next, we examine the team that The Guardian reports just scared everyone with their mileage. If Ferrari brought speed, Mercedes brought reliability. The Silver Arrows completed over 500 laps during the test, a distance effectively simulating almost 2 full Grand Prix weekends without a single major mechanical stoppage. Andrew Chauvelin, their trackside engineering director, said the W17 has met nearly all their objectives, which usually means they are ahead of schedule. The W17 features an active aero solution, where the front wing pillars attach directly to the second element, so only the top flap moves during activation. This reduces moving part weight and lowers jam risks. While other teams stayed in the garage fixing software bugs on hybrid systems, George Russell and Kimi Antonelli drove continuously to gather data on the new Pirelli tires. In a year where finishing the race is half the battle, this level of durability serves as a warning to the field. They might not have the flashy engine tricks of Ferrari yet, but they have a car that runs with absolute precision. The biggest question mark going into 2026 was the new Red Bull-Ford partnership. As noted by Racing News 365, Red Bull is manufacturing their own engine for the first time, and skeptics predicted disaster. Those critics are much quieter today. Max Verstappen clocked 118 laps on the final day alone, and his feedback focused on fine-tuning rather than failures. The Ford-backed power unit reportedly runs at the limit of the regulations. They avoided playing it safe. The combustion engine is aggressive, and the integration with the 350-kilowatt electric motor appears smooth. Liam Lawson told Pit Pass the reliability was strong, which is a big relief for a team that took such a large corporate gamble. Whispers of a minor battery cooling issue emerged early in the week, but they fixed it overnight. The RB22 chassis might lack the extreme floor edges seen in 2025, but the package works. Verstappen's relaxed body language in the paddock is usually a bad sign for his competitors. If the engine holds up, Newey's departure hasn't slowed them down as much as people hoped. Drivers are already rewriting their overtaking playbooks because the manual ignore mode changes the approach. The old DRS trains are gone. In their place is a strategic energy deployment system that works like a boost button. At Barcelona, we saw drivers testing the overtake mode and the new boost system. While overtake mode gives extra power up to 355 kilometers per hour for chasing cars, the boost button works beyond just straights. You can deploy it out of corners to break traction or defend a position. The strategy now centers on energy management rather than waiting for a detection zone. If you burn all your battery attacking on lap 10, you become vulnerable on lap 11. The cars have lights on the rear wing that flash when a driver is in recharge mode, signaling to the car behind that they are exposed. This created some intense tactical games during the test sessions. Lando Norris backed off in Sector 2 just to have a full battery for the main straight, a tactic we will likely see dominate Sunday races. Not everyone left Barcelona happy. The new Audi factory team faced the hard reality of Formula One. Reports indicate their R26 is one of the few cars hitting the minimum weight limit, giving them a weight advantage. While other teams struggle to shed kilos, Audi's compact design philosophy paid off. Nico Hülkenberg managed decent running, but the team spent long hours behind screens in the garage. Their engine is an unknown quantity developed in-house in Germany, and while it stayed intact, it lacked the top-end punch seen from Ferrari and Mercedes units. The chassis looks basic compared to the detailed floors of the top three teams. This was expected since they are a rookie team starting from scratch, but the gap to the front looks large. They chose reliability over performance for now, which is a sensible long-term play, but don't expect them to fight for podiums in Melbourne. 2026 will be a learning year for the four rings. One fear fans held can be put to rest. These cars do not sound like vacuum cleaners. In fact, they sound angrier. Removing the MGU-H released the raw sound of the V6 engine. The exhaust note is raspier, louder, and has more character than the previous hybrid era. You can hear the turbo spooling up and the wastegate chattering when they lift off the throttle. It brings back some mechanical drama lost in 2014. Combined with the smaller car dimensions that make them look faster and agile through the chicane, the show has improved. The cars dart around more. They look nervous on the throttle because of the instant torque from the large electric motor. Drivers fight the steering wheel on corner exits, and that visible struggle is exactly what we wanted to see. The planted look of the ground effect cars is gone, replaced by machines that look like they try to throw the driver off the track. Determining who won the first battle of 2026 requires looking at the data. Ferrari's Lewis Hamilton set the fastest lap of the week with a 1:16.348 on the final day. That speed and the rumors of their engine progress put them as the early favorite for pole position. However, Mercedes winning the mileage count is statistically more important for a new regulation cycle. The team that finishes the most races usually wins the first championship of a new era. Red Bull is in the mix despite the skepticism, while McLaren and Aston Martin seem to keep their cards close by running conservative modes to hide their true pace. The grid has tightened. The midfield is a chaotic fight, but the front looks like a genuine three-way battle between the giants. The hiding is over. When they get to Bahrain for the public test in 2 weeks, the truth will come out. The data from Barcelona suggests one of the most unpredictable seasons in decades. This Barcelona test proves the 2026 reset has done exactly what it promised, by breaking the established order. The years of one team dominating, simply because they mastered old aero rules, are over. We are now in an era where engine innovation and electrical efficiency rule. For the viewer, Sunday races will be less about tire saving and more about energy management. The push-to-pass dynamic creates instant action, and reliability issues mean no lead is safe until the checkered flag. A 50-point championship lead could vanish in a single weekend if a battery pack fails. We are also seeing drivers make more of a difference again. These cars are harder to control, physically demanding, and punish mistakes. Active aero adds complexity that some drivers will master faster than others. We might see rookies embarrassing veterans, or world champions struggling to adapt to new steering wheel controls. Formula One has successfully changed its formula, and if the racing matches the tech, we are entering a great period for the sport. The 2026 grid is finally real, and the secrets revealed in Spain are just the beginning. Whether Ferrari's engine gamble pays off, or Mercedes' reliability wins the long game, we are in for an intense season. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more detailed analysis like this.